Vroom vroom. Okay, everyone. This is going to be a video unlike any I've done before. The completely raw and unfiltered truth about fixing insomnia. So I'm on a 48-hour fast right now. Haven't eaten in about, 42 hours, 44 hours, something around there. Thinking of pushing it longer, but without further ado, let's get into the raw truth about fixing insomnia. So, those of you who don't know me, let's get into this. So, my name is Devin Young. I run a company called Week to Warrior with my younger brother, Jason, who is a very, very accomplished engineer. We have supplement lines, we have meditation stools, we have workout equipment, we got a lot of stuff. We have coaching, mostly been coaching for the last 5 years, but expanding. And Week to Warrior, I started that back during COVID, the beginning of COVID, because I wanted to help people get stronger so that they could resist global communism. That was my goal. So I built this group called Week to Warrior Kettlebell Club on Facebook. It's a Facebook group based around training with kettlebells. I am an expert at training with kettlebells, and I have used them to great effect for my martial arts training, for my athletic training in general, and just in life. Like, I'm mastered training in general. Like, my physical fitness is through the roof. Just check out my channel, check out everything. So I share all this information through that group. Group blows up. But really though, this video and the story that's relevant to this video is insomnia. So the whole reason I even became an expert in kettlebell training and fitness and health in general was I had insomnia for 19 years. I couldn't sleep. Like, as a kid, I could barely sleep, but whatever, I just assumed it was normal. And then as I came into adolescence, I basically stopped sleeping almost entirely. And I developed tons of health problems as a result of not sleeping. Like, I tried everything to fix it. I mean, like, I was like 12, like, I just started like trying different diets. I mean, like, I tried supplements, I tried like everything. It was always the weirdest thing. I was always like, oh, like, can't I fall asleep? My brother takes Benadryl, he falls asleep. Why don't I ever fall asleep? That's so weird. Isn't it quirky that I don't ever sleep? So this became an obsession of mine. I had to fix this at all costs because it was literally ruining my life. My testosterone function completely shut down when I was 16. Like, so let's like hash through this. I kind of avoid hashing through my whole story because it just sucks. It's like a shitty story, the insomnia. So basically, up till the age of 12, normal insomnia, just not like, I don't know, I'd probably fall asleep at like 2 a.m. Wake up at like 6 a.m., whatever. But like, I consistently sleep though. And then around middle school, high school, like middle school, I started having like longer bouts of insomnia the last days at a time. I got depressed. I started self-harming a little bit in the middle school, like probably just to deal with like the insane amount of stress that was caused by like the onset of insomnia. Is depressed, just really, really bad. And then I realized that my depression was probably at least remotely linked to diet. And I'm like, okay, well, because I was researching all about this starting at 12. I was like, okay, well, I have to learn everything about this so I can start sleeping. So I'm like, okay, this is probably linked to diet. So I'm going to figure out everything I possibly can about diet. So I started doing all that, and the depression went away. Like, I stopped being depressed around the time I was 14. Also, so 14, I stopped being as depressed, but I was still like kind of depressed. I mean, really, like, I was depressed from like middle school, like 12 and a half, 13 to like 16. I had this like fog of depression because like once it onset in middle school, it didn't really lift, even though like I stopped self-harming in early high school when I made friends with people. I actually like met some people that liked me for me, and like that kind of helped me not have the worst of the depressive tendencies. And then Yeah, it's still like depressed though, and that depression stayed regardless of all the dietary stuff I did. Even though I had some success at alleviating the insomnia when I was 16, I had some success through diet. The depression stayed up until I did 400 micrograms of LSD when I was 16. And I did it in a very controlled environment with one of my close friends who was one of the people I became friends with early in high school. And that, like, literally snapped my brain out of it. Like, I have not been depressed since then. Just snapped out of it. Snapped me out of that dysfunctional modality of being. That's why I'm sharing that information, because I'm not advocating high-dose LSD use or high-dose psilocybin use, and I think high-dose psilocybin is more efficacious. I'm just saying from my own personal experience that having done a tested substance in a controlled environment with a trusted friend, I had this experience, and it made me not depressed, and that was like really nice. Like, I literally, like, it snapped me out of depression. So that was really cool. And I still had insomnia though, which really stunk. And then actually around that time I developed erectile dysfunction that was the result of insomnia, this like low sodium diet I was trying, like this kind of perfect storm of like low sodium intake. You need salt, guys. Like, salt is so critically important. Like literally like salt, like not like sodium chloride, sodium, not just like potassium salts or magnesium salts. You need sodium, like large amounts of sodium to function. It's necessary. So low salt diet, that's actually something a lot of people have commented on, let me know from the webinars, where people come to my webinars and say, hey Devin, I found you through your salt videos. Salt's very helpful, thank you for telling me about salt. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Very, very painful to not have salt, and it'll make your insomnia a lot worse, and a lot of people have had alleviation of a lot of the symptoms of their insomnia simply by adding in large amounts of salt. You need salt, like massive quantities of it. You need it to produce blood volume. You need it for your neurons to fire. You need sodium for your neurons to fire an action potential, and literally for your nerves to communicate. You need salt for blood and nerve communication. Like, I don't know, how important is blood and nerve communication for a human being? Pretty fucking important. So, pretty fucking, I don't know. I like to swear sometimes, but then I also like not to swear. I have different modes of being. Probably make more professional videos that are very scientific with all the facts and figures and citations, so that those can be my scientific videos to the world, and that I'll be in a lab coat and I'll look very professional, and everyone will be like, wow, what a gentleman scientist, how brilliant, poised, and articulate. And then I'll have my Devin Rants videos where I'm like, I had insomnia for 19 years and I stared that insomnia demon in the face. And I told him, you come for me, motherfucker? No, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna kill you, you fucking insomnia demon. I'm gonna kill you by curing the world of insomnia. So I have that other part of me. Because they're both married together in blissful marital union. And anyone who's been married knows that pure insanity and perfect reason are actually the perfect bedmates. So, oh, I like fasting in these more free associative videos. I think I definitely have to do that, because like, there's just, like, I want to be completely authentic in these videos, simply because it helps me relax. But there's different aspects of Devin I have to be authentic to. I'll rant for a second. So, there's the emotional part of Devin, let's say the part of Devin that's very visceral, and then there's the part of Devin that's much more intellectual. And these parts of Devin get along very well, but I can't necessarily make a video that has no swearing. And the reason I say this is just because, like, I have like family members who are like, wow, like, I love like your videos, like some of them don't have any swearing. And like, it's honestly stupid though, because, I mean, first of all, like, I only have a limited number of family members. There's an infinite number of people, not infinite, but there's a lot of people out there with insomnia that I should be reaching. And second of all, the videos, I swear, actually have the most views, funny enough. So there's some confused thinking that I engage in. We all engage in confused thinking. So back to my story, though, and the brutal truth of how to fix insomnia. So, yeah, erectile dysfunction, perfect storm of low salt diet, ketosis, which if you're in ketosis on a low salt diet, woo, you're effing yourself even more. And then you need, like, if you're in keto, take salt pills, take electrolytes. I have videos on how to do this. Go find my other videos. Literally, like, there's a video, I think it's called, like, Can't Sleep on Keto. It's about how you need salt on keto. So just, like, go look at that video. So anyway, back to the perfect storm. And there's also overtraining a lot. I was seriously overtraining, wrestling, CrossFit, weightlifting, and that was destroying my adrenals, which is destroying my testosterone function. So I had erectile dysfunction for a year. I was pooping blood a little bit, peeing blood, largely as a result of the strain on my kidneys from chronically being sodium deprived. But after I peed blood, I just kind of said F it, and I went to this Mexican restaurant. Because I was just like, I'm done eating healthy. Like, I'm trying my best to eat healthy. I'm looking at all the stuff. It's saying if you're peeing blood, like, you should stop eating salt, because that's what they say to do for everything, is stop eating salt, because people have no idea what they're talking about. They're literally delusional. At least on this front, they are actually delusional. Like, God bless any doctors who are watching this. I think you're brilliant, but just not about this stuff. Probably, unless you happen to be, in which case, hit me up. We can chat. It'd be fun to do a little collaboration or whatever. It'd be interesting. But even if you don't disagree with me, it'd be fun to do a collaboration. Maybe. I'm very disagreeable, though, so if you're being rude, I will just cut the stream and be like, peace! This is fun. I like to be disagreeable. But, anywho, back to the perfect storm of... So, any of you wondering why I'm so rambly right now, it's because I'm in deep ketosis. Like, 2 days, 48, almost 44 hours fasted. Going for a 48-hour fast, and, I don't know, like 3 days on carnivore before that, so I'm just in deep keto land. Like, I got ketone levels that are triggering mitochondrial functions in my cells that correspond to the functions of ethanol, because evidently ketones produce a similar effect on the mitochondria to ethanol, alcohol. So those of you who feel inclined to consume copious amounts of alcohol, maybe consider deep ketosis. It's quite similar, but without the deleterious effects. I literally feel more drunk, but like better than drinking. Like, drinking honestly doesn't even do anything for me. I can just drink bottles of alcohol and it does nothing. And I don't even drink, like, ever. So I'm like, I probably got like these alky genes or whatever, because like alcohol does not affect me. It just doesn't affect me. So, ketosis. It's fun. But more than fun, it's deeply healing. But anyway, though, so sodium. Yeah, anyways, I had erectile dysfunction for a year. So anyway, so salt, though. Basically, I reduced salt intake further because of what the medical research said. And then I peed more blood. And I was like, well, that didn't work. So I'm just going to go get Mexican food, because fuck all of this. Like, really, like, fuck this all the hell. I'm trying to eat healthy, and I'm peeing blood at 16, and my dick don't work. So how does this make any sense? This is not a good situation for me as a young man to be in. So screw it. I'm going to go get Mexican food, because I'm going to die. At least I'm going to eat a fucking burrito. And I stopped peeing blood. And I was like, okay, let's analyze everything that was in that Mexican food and see what probably helped me stop peeing blood. And I actually thought it was the carbs at first. It wasn't until years later I realized that it had actually been the combination of the carbs and the sodium, the carbohydrates creating blood glucose, that triggered my kidneys to retain salt, while the very, very salty Mexican food provided my body enough sodium to heal my aldosterone-soaked, sore kidneys, hanging on to all that potassium, swelling up like balloons, aching kidneys, guys. Like, fuck, it sucks to have aching kidneys. So yeah, so anyway, that happened. So then I basically started doing carbohydrates because I was like, well, carbs are good, and went on a thermo bender that lasted like 8 months, culminating in total insomnia when I went to UMass Amherst, and they spray everything in soy that triggers autoimmunity in me, resulting in insomnia worse than anything. And I made another video ages ago, years ago, check it out. I called I Didn't Sleep for 19 Years, How I Cured My Insomnia. And everyone, like, not everyone, but a lot of people comment below, they're like, okay, so it was soy. It wasn't soy. It was a lot of different things, soy being a trigger. Because I've eliminated soy before, like I've done elimination diets before. There's a lot of complex stuff going on, ranging from gut dysbiosis to heavy metals to like parasites to feedback loops to circadian rhythm dysregulation. There are a lot of things going on with insomnia aside from the autoimmunity caused by soy. So you keyboard warriors who like to make assumptions on my videos, stick that up your ass. Like really, like telling me, long story short, it was just soy. Like, I don't know, like I delete a lot of comments on my videos because if you don't get to just like come on my videos and just spread stupid slander. I work hard on this company and YouTube channel. This is my baby. And now you're gonna come on here, just go under my video and just be like, delete, blocked. I'm not dealing with that. I didn't go through absolute hell for over a decade to like have asshole, like they have to see it when I open my phone up, and they're gonna see the comments. I see them. I don't want to see negative stuff, so just delete and block the people who post that stuff, because like, fuck them. Anyone who's posting that stuff isn't someone that I'm making these videos for. But anyway, though, for the confused people out there who think it was just soy, I mean, really, like, just eliminate soy, see how it works. I mean, like, sure, it helps a lot, but, like, you have to fix a lot of complex stuff. Fasting really helps. This gets me down perfectly, a perfect segue into the meat and potatoes of this beautiful video, the beautiful, ugly truth of how to fix insomnia. So,